All right, good evening, everyone. Breaking story coming out of Flint, Michigan. Breaking story coming out of Flint, Michigan. We are live, YouTube live stream, but I want you to share this out. This video will be uploaded, this live stream will be uploaded to YouTube. I want you to share this information and share this video out. Let me make sure we are live here. And we're streaming live. I have come on here and I have told you all, hi Christy, breaking news coming out of Flint, Michigan, very, very disturbing. I've come on here and I've explained that people all over the state of Michigan have come up missing. Welcome everyone, Daniel, Red Butterfly 9, welcome. I did a video and I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of views that it got. People vanishing off of the streets of Flint, Michigan, Southfield, Michigan, a Meijer store, a woman was nearly abducted with her daughter. And Canton, Michigan, at a Target store, rather, on Beck Road. Southfield, Michigan, a woman was nearly abducted at a Meijer shopping center. A small child, 3 years old, was kicking and screaming, stranger danger, when she was pulled into a SUV, a truck, by an unknown person. I've reported where the heart of this ministry is in Flint, Michigan, that 40+ women have come up missing in the city of Flint, unaccounted for, just vanished, gone in 60 seconds. Then I was speaking with a elderly pastor that used to be a part of a church that I was going to try to get occupancy for. And he asked me, did you hear about the 40 women that disappeared in Flint, Michigan? He said, no, it has doubled or tripled. Well, this was on Van Slyke Road. Van Slyke Road in the city of Flint. Van Slyke in Atherton. There is a park there that I know very well. It's called Broom Park. Now, they have the FBI involved. This kicked off last night. They're finding bodies. They're finding body parts all over the place in various locations. I'm going to try to find the live, when it was live, I'm tired tonight, so you got to excuse me, news conference held by the FBI, and they have formed a task force. They're trying to say nothing's going on, nothing is out of the ordinary, but you don't form a task force with dogs. They have dogs. Now dogs have gone out. I'm gonna share with you the latest story coming out of Flint, Michigan. Dogs have uncovered more bodies in the city of Flint. I was watching the live news conference. People of the city of Flint are saying the police are shrugging this off, like I've always been saying. They're laughing about it, but some reports are that bodies upon bodies upon bodies stacked on top of one another. Do we have a serial killer on the loose in the city of Flint? That's what I want to ask. It's still under investigation. They're saying it's nothing out of the ordinary to have an FBI task force on the scene. When I hear of an FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation task force, something is wrong. Something is seriously wrong. Have they found the 40+ missing women in the city of Flint? I'm very upset tonight because I helped a young mother of 3 by the name of Jessica. You might have seen that video. And we got her a room off of Miller Road. I can't find her. I cannot find her. Something is going on. Let me share the latest coming out of Flint, Michigan.
Formed a park where human remains have been found, but here's where the story gets interesting. With all the police and feds on the scene, they're saying virtually nothing about what this is all about. Rod Maloney is live in Flint tonight. Rod, you just got some new information, though.
Yeah, we did. Kimberly, a lot more questions asked than answered here, and we're just seeing a new scene developing here because they have been looking for body parts in this park for 2 days now. They had cleared the scene. In fact, the FBI agents and everybody else had gone home. But now the neighbors say that they had a dog find what they believe could be more human remains in the park, and so the police now are returning. Yesterday morning, a man out walking his dog found human remains in Broome Park, which is also known as Lincoln Park, and he called 911 right away. But he had to go to a doctor's appointment. Flint police came out and tried to find the body, but they couldn't. Around noontime, an MTA bus driver called in, having seen the body parts, and when police arrived and found those incomplete remains of two different people, the investigation began. Deputy Flint Police Chief Devin Bernritter told us in a news conference.
Nature of what was discovered is going to require a forensic analysis.
This was the scene yesterday.
That was from the live news conference with the state police and the FBI and the special task force. I want to apologize. I'm using my phone so you can hear the audio, and I've got emails coming in, but let's continue.
And yet again today, FBI, Michigan State Police, Genesee County Sheriff's deputies, and Flint police detectives fanning out over a wide expanse in the park and also across 12th Street at Southwest Academy, looking to see if other body parts were there.
We cannot give you a reason specifically at this time that what was found was where it was when it was located.
Flint police went out of their way to say this display of police presence is not an extraordinary event, but tell that to the neighbors.
I'm scared for the community, for people that walk through the park, or, walking up and down the street.
It frightens me because we have kids in the neighborhood. It's supposed to be quiet and nice for the kids to be able to play in because it's a park.
Now, this scene that's developing behind me here now just happened in the last half hour. We were down the street. The neighbors came and said they thought that a dog had found what they believed to be a hand in a plastic bag buried here in the park. They called 911. The police came out. The first officer was here. She taped off the area, and now, as you can see,
a human hand found in a garbage bag. This seems to be the work of a serial killer. Now, in our comment section, someone is asking, how far is Flint, Michigan from Dearborn? It's about 2.5 hours, so it's about 2.5 hours north of Dearborn. I don't believe this has anything to do with Dearborn. I don't know, but
we have half a dozen police cars out here, and it looks like they're beginning to try and do a larger search around this part of the park. And so it has been an eventful day out here, to say the least. Back to you.
And Rod, it sounds like you were able to talk to quite a few neighbors while you were out there. What are they saying about that park?
Well, one of the things that we're hearing repeatedly from the neighbors here is that they believe that a number of young women have disappeared from this area. Now, whether you can connect that to what's going on here or not.
Hold on. I gotta stop somehow these email notifications. Did you hear that? The neighbors, the police are not talking about this, but the neighbors are talking about a number of women missing in the city of Flint. I'm trying to bring you the truth. I'm trying to bring you awareness so you're awake and you're aware what is going on in the city of Flint. Could be happening in Southfield, Michigan, Taylor, Michigan, anywhere across Michigan or the United States, but it appears that this human trafficking that we thought was human trafficking, it may be a serial killer. Let me see if I can back this up just a little bit.
And do a larger search around this part of the park.
Listen.
And so it has been an eventful day out here, to say the least. Back to you.
And Rod, it sounds like you were able to talk to quite a few neighbors while you were out there. What are they saying about that park?
Well, one of the things that we're hearing repeatedly from the neighbors here is that they believe that a number of young women have disappeared from this area. Now, whether you can connect that to what's going on here or not, we do not know. But they are deeply concerned that people are disappearing from this area, and now they have body parts found in the neighborhood park. They're deeply concerned about what has happened to these people they think could be involved in this case.
Yeah, understandably so. Rod, I know you'll keep us posted. Thanks.
All right, and that is the latest. A number of headlines today. What happened? This originally broke yesterday. I think it was 10 o'clock or 10:30. in the morning. It took Flint police. A pedestrian was walking their dog in the park and found human remains, more than one body, and they called 911 dispatch to Flint police. It took Flint police 3 hours to arrive on scene, and they did a pretty good investigation because they didn't find anything. It was a bus driver, but happened to come across some more body parts, called the police, and then when they got the state police involved, come on, then they bring in the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and they form a task force. Something is going on. I know I do a lot of reporting in Flint, and I make a lot of enemies, believe me, in the city of Flint. When I was sitting at a red light about a month ago, I shared this with you. I'm going to try my best to report on this. They've got the scene all blocked off, but a lot of people are not happy with when I report on the water crisis and the lead, more than lead, the toxic waste that was dumped into the Flint River, and now on these missing women. And someone did ask the question, was it women? Yes, it is women. When I was sitting at a red light on my motorcycle, I ride, for those of you that are new to my channel, I ride with the Patriot Guard and attend all the funerals for our fallen military veterans. And I was on my motorcycle in this brand new black car. I see the reverse lights come on, and they rammed into me, crashing into me. I go down on the bike on a 1,000-pound motorcycle on top of me, and I believe they tried to kill me. It was 45 minutes before a police officer even showed up. But there's no excuse for 3 hours to go by, and then they can't find anything. It's when a bus driver stumbles upon some human remains, human body parts, that the state police get involved. They immediately call the FBI, and you don't form a task force unless it's very, very serious, and there may be. I'm not saying that there's a serial killer. I don't know. But I want to get this out there. If you live in the city of Flint, please, please do not, if you're a woman, if you're a female, what I think we're going to uncover, these 40-plus women that have come up missing, I think they may have met a terrible, terrible fate. I pray not. I pray in the name of Jesus that this is not the case. But why the cover-up? Why at the live news conference today did they not? They don't want to give any information. They're not talking. They call off a search, and then more body parts are being found in garbage bags, a human hand. So I wanted to share this with all of you. Are we still there? I don't see anybody. There we go. Not, and the 40 women, I'm glad you asked that, Daniel. Daniel R., in our live chat room here, it says, what is the time frame for 40 missing women in a period of 30 days? If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to quote this, but it was in a time frame of 30 days or less that 40-plus women vanished off the streets of Flint, Michigan. When I was talking to the elderly pastor in Flint, Michigan, I was on Van Slyke Road near Atherton, and you can see Broome Park, and he told me, have you heard about the 40 women that disappeared from this area? And I said, yes. He said, it's doubled now. I pass that park all the time. How many of these women are homeless? They're not, there needs to be, I don't know what is going on with law enforcement and the news media. Why are they not covering this? I wanted to share this with all of you. It originated last evening when the story broke. They could be. There are reports all over the state of Michigan that white vans are trying to abduct women, and it seems to be women and children female children. And that's the stories we're getting from Canton, Michigan, Beck Road, Target store, Myers in Southfield, Burlington Coat Factory, a young female child kicking and screaming, stranger danger, abducted into a white truck. I know FEMA uses white vans, white and black vans, unmarked, and they use F-250s. Ford F-250 white and black trucks. I don't know what's going on, but I want to get the word out. I hope that you will, when this is uploaded to YouTube, you will share this out and get the word out and pray for the people of Flint, Michigan. It began with the homeless. It began with those that could not speak for themselves, that no one really cared about, except a handful of us. This pastor, but our homeless ministry is in the heart of Flint, Michigan, and Detroit. White vans pulling up in Detroit, Michigan, downtown Detroit. I did a video on this. White vans, unmarked, rounding up the homeless off of the streets of Detroit, Michigan, southwest Detroit, downtown Detroit, Verner Highway and Clark area, and taking them away to who knows where, never to be seen from again. The homeless were being rounded up, arrested. Their homeless camps were ransacked. Their tents that we supplied were burnt. The police burnt the tents to the ground. Homeless people missing. I can't find Jessica now, the mother of 3. I wanted to go back. No one has seen her at the hotel. What is going on? I think it began with the homeless and then it got out of hand. So I don't know. I can't say what's going on. If it's FEMA, I don't know. I know the homeless were, especially during General Motors' big event in the city of Flint, where they had their classic car cruise. They were arresting the homeless right and left, and they're gone. I can't find Anthony. I can't find Donald. I can't find John. I can't find Mary. I can't find Sheila. All of these homeless people are gone. Don't get me wrong, there are a number of homeless that we're tending to. The other young lady, Jessica, someone came in to their camp and ransacked their camp and stole the brand new tent that I provided. No one is safe right now, especially in the city of Flint. No one is safe. If you're a female, do not go to the grocery store by yourself. Do not go. I'm not promoting fear. This channel has never been about fear. It's always been about truth. But there is something serious going on in the city of Flint. I watched most of the live press conference with the FBI and the sheriff department and Genesee County Sheriff, and they're not answering any questions, and they're kind of like, they were kind of amused, saying there's nothing to see here. No, don't worry, nothing to see here. But why do you have an FBI task force formed? Why have you formed a task force for nothing? And that's not routine. I'm sorry, that's just not routine. Agenda 21, exactly, depopulation, my father's daughter, 2015. But I just wanted to get this out there, and let me see if I can find anything else. Bear with me. I apologize. I've got to use my phone because we're on YouTube live stream, so I can't play the actual video for you. Let me see what else I can come up with. Bear with me just a moment. Whoops. This came out 2 hours ago. I don't know if there's going to be a video or not. No video, but 2 hours ago. Let me see. Flint, Michigan, the remains of multiple people have been recovered by Flint police at Bruin Park after they were stumbled upon by a local resident and MTA employee, a bus driver, on Tuesday, yesterday. The identity of the people and how they got there remains under investigation. Multiple law enforcement agencies concluded a search Wednesday, November 8th at the park, a search that extended onto the grounds of nearby Flint Southwestern Classical Academy on the city's south side. But what this story didn't pick up, they found more bodies. So the search is still continuing. So yeah, nothing to see her move along. That's what the police want you to think. But I'm going to have to keep you guys updated. I am going. Keep me in your prayers. I might go tonight, but I don't, I don't want to. I'm needed with this homeless ministry. I don't want to end up in jail, but I have to see if I can report on this, do an investigative report on this, and talk to people in the area if they'll go on camera. I'm going to try to do this tomorrow. So pray for me and our safety as we go out. So I want to share this with all of you. I love you guys, and pray for our ministry and outreach to the homeless. I've been out there all day. I'm tired. I'm very tired, and I want to thank Sister Barbara. We received some much-needed warm winter gloves and hats and scarves and supplies for the homeless today. I love you guys, and please love one another. Please share this out. Thank you.